You've been through moments na hindi mo na alam kung anong gagawin mo, backs against the wall, you're paying debt with debt as well.
Sobrang vulnerable na ako that time. Hindi ko na alam kung
Sure.
ano yung tamang gagawin ko. So, dapat pala, una pa lang, nag-BCS na kagad ako. Sa tinagal-tagal ko nag-go-prospecting. Grabe, sabi ko,
Yes.
hindi ako abuti ng if I will go back to zero, yun at yun ang gagawin ko. Even if meron na akong experience, kung talagang yun sa pagpo-prospect ko, wala pa rin ako nakukuha. Okay, I will. Yung makukuha mo kasi doon is yung experience working with them, yung actual experience din ng client sa'yo. Pangalawa, yung testimonial. Pangatlo is yun yung masasabi ko sa mga nasa colony na kung ako sa inyo i-take advantage yung community. Sulitin nyo.
And it's actually a good perspective or a good way to look at it. Hindi mo rin kasi talaga control yung result, but something that's completely under your control is the experience of working with you. All right, Rizzy. Wow, great to have you in here, and I appreciate it as well na tinanggap mo tong call na to interview you. What's up? Kumusta? And how are you?
I'm all good, bro. I'm super excited with this, you know. Hanggang ngayon hindi pa rin ako makapaniwala na I'll be going in an interview. This is gonna be my first time. Actually nagulat ako kasi sabi ko out of all na mga yun nga, yung mga nasa community, hindi pa rin naman ako ganun kasi katagalan sa sa freelancing.
Yeah.
What I share is just, you know, the experiences that I have, the learnings that I have from other people that yung mga nagiging accountability bodies ko din sa other communities. So, doon lang din galing yung mga knowledge ko. So, ayun. Nung ma-invite mo ako doon, sabi ko grabe. Yun nga, para siyang naging opportunity din sa akin na to show up kasi yun yung yun yung parang struggle ko ngayon. So, this is me showing up.
There you go. There you go. Okay, let's get started with the question. I want to start with the question kung saan nagsimula tong interview natin or what led me to the idea na ma-interview ka. So basically, there was a post inside of the colony community that you shared with us regarding starting for free and offering your services for free. And you once thought na talo ka dun or it's a loss for you because you're offering your service for free. Pero what was going through your head when the client said na after delivering services for free, nag-decide yung client na mag-work tayo together? What was going through your head when all of that happened?
Actually, hindi siya nag upfront na magsabi sa akin na work tayo together.
Mhm.
It's part of the strategy din na after the BCS, i-share kasi dinocument ko yung mga
What's BCS? Sorry.
BCS is breakthrough case study.
Okay.
Like working for someone for free
Okay.
and just, you know, just to get an experience, stuff like that. And dun sa question mo, hindi siya nag-ask or hindi siya
Straightforward, hindi niya straightforward sinabi.
Yes, hindi niya straightforward sinabi and hindi siya proactive na okay, tuloy natin to. Hindi. Bale ang ginawa ko doon is nag-call kami. Kumbaga parang what has been done, eto yung results, kamusta, what's your plan? Yun yung mga tinanong ko sa kanya. Kumbaga inisa-isa ko lang yun, parang building rapport sa una. Tapos yun na, sunod-sunod na yung tanong ko. Yung first question ko is how was the experience? Yung mga ganyan. How was the experience so far with yung experience sa pakikipag-work sa akin, yung ganun. Yan, doon siya nag-start.
So, yung call na yun, itong call na to na tinutukoy natin was the call after delivering services for free. And I think by this call, you're just asking for testimonials at this point or feedback sa services mo, right? And on this call na nagre-report ka, what has been done, ano yung next plans, and then how was it working with me. On that call, doon na insert ng client yung idea to continue working with you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And if you have consumed yung courses, it has been one of the core components na sinasabi ko dun sa modules na you start for free and after you deliver value, ask for a testimonial, and there's a high likelihood na if they love your services, they'll start working with you. Would you agree with me on that or anong thoughts mo dun?
Yeah, hindi ko pa siya na walk through dun sa course. I don't know if doon ba siya sa marketing, bro?
It should be on the it should be in Mission 1, yung mga pinakaunang modules. Yung, I think, yung getting started with your first client, something like that. Kung ano yung routes na pwede mong gawin.
Hindi ko na siya matandaan.
Pero yeah, pero yeah, anong thoughts mo sa ganong pathway now that you have been through the exact strategy na na-share ko dun?
Actually, dun sa shinare mo na yon, dapat ginawa ko na siya agad. Kasi yun na kwento ko, it took me 6 months, 8 months na hindi ako I mean, meron akong client pero hindi siya yung, alam mo yung direct client na international. May kwento ko lang para may
Sure.
context. Wala akong client since nag-start ako, 'di ba? So maninaw na ako noon. Wala na akong tawag dito. Hindi ko na alam kung saan ako kukuha ang client. Pero I know na yung BCS. Alam ko na yung working for free, ganyan. Yun nga lang, yung mindset ko kasi yung ano dun eh. Yung mindset ko yung mali. Plus yung
Okay.
ano ko, yung sarili ko din dahil nga siguro sa environment, tsaka yun, may ano din siya, may connect din siya eh. Bakit ako mag-work dito for free eh? Alam mo yun, parang
Yeah.
lugi ako dun. Parang anong mapapala ako dito? Yung mind ko is sobrang close niya. Hindi siya giving value eh. Parang ang selfish ko. Parang ganun. Sobrang selfish ko to the point na bakit ako bibigay dyan? Parang yun, scarcity, ewan ko kung anong tawag ba doon. Pero yung mindset talaga, yun yung umano sa akin. Sabi ko, grabe. Kung alam ko lang or kung change ko lang agad yung mindset ko after 6 months, siguro after 1 month, wala pa nga siguro 1 month, meron na agad ako client. Alam mo yung parang reach out, walang nangyayari. Kasi siguro nga dahil nga sa mindset na putik, hindi ko kuha agad. So ayun.
I think a good point, based from what you shared with me, I think a good point na to keep in mind is the goal initially as a complete beginner is to value the learnings more than the earnings, because the earnings will come after, or the earnings, yung pera, it will come later. Pero we tend to, devalue yung learnings na makukuha natin with working for free. Kasi honestly, we, as a complete beginner, we don't really know shit about working with a client or even what we do. And I think that's what most people fail to realize as well. Not just yung scarcity mindset na kailangan may bayad ka agad, but I think yun, nadidevalue yung learnings or yung experience of working with a client. And not to mention, nadidevalue yung testimonial of working with a client for free, right?
Yeah, yun yung sabi ko, grabe. Dapat pala, una pa lang, nag-BCS na kagad ako. Sabi ko, sa tinagal-tagal ko nag-go-prospecting, kung sinabi ko na lang, okay, I will work for you for free, this is what gonna happen. Parang ganon, kung yun yung reaching out method ko na ginawa, na nag-collect ako ng madaming testimonial, pinost ko siya, ginawa ko siya sa portfolio ko, nilagay ko siya doon. Grabe, sabi ko, hindi ako abuti ng alam mo, kasi actually, yun yung masasabi ko sa mga nasa colony na kung ako sa inyo i-take advantage yung community. Sulitin nyo kasi yun nga, free siya eh, free. And dun sa community na yun, na sinalihan ko, may bayad. And yun nga, sobrang kailangan take action talaga. Dahil nga din sobrang napukpok ako doon, na to the point na, okay, gawin mo to. Parang kakapush sa'yo, yun nga, ginawa mo na rin. And ang nangyari sa akin, sabi ko, okay, balik ako sa zero. Sabi ko, start ako sa testimonial, start ako sa pag-work for free. Yun nga, nag-reach out ako, siguro nakailang reach out lang ako doon. Nagko-cold email din kasi ako before. So, ang na-reach out ko noon, hindi ko na lang matandaan kung ilan yun, but I reach out siguro 2 weeks.
Approximately.
Yeah, 2 weeks. For about 2 weeks. And then, sa Facebook ko din siya nahanap. Tapos, nag-agree siya doon. Pero syempre, skeptical yung client. Kasi,
of course,
bakit ka ng free? Parang yun din yung isa eh. Bakit ka magbibigay ng free? Wala, hindi naman kita Parang, parang din sila na nagulat din na bakit for free. So, in-explain ko kung bakit ganito. Sabi ko, naghihingi din ako ng help noon sa community na anong sasabihin ko, ganyan. Sabihin mo lang na, ayun nga, nagagather ka ng testimonial, nagbi-build out ka pa lang ng portfolio. So, that's the reason why you are working for free. So, yun mismo yung ginawa ko. So, after nun, ayun, na-close siya. Pagka-close nun, habang ang tinuro pa sa akin nun, sabi sa akin, kailangan ipakita mo yung experience working with the client. Kumbaga, gawin mo lang yung strategies on how you will give a results to a client. Yung pinaka-strategy, gawin mo siya. Pero, wag daw ako masyadong alam mo yan, mapukpok dun sa results na ibibigay ko sa client. Kasi, hindi ko daw kontrolado yan, which is correct naman.
Yeah.
Pero, ang kailangan ko daw kontrolin is yung experience working with me. Like, kailangan ko ipa-experience, okay, ganito yung magiging experience mo sa akin kapag nakipag-work ka sa akin. Yun exactly yung ginawa ko sa kanya. So, sobrang sobrang solid kasi ayun nga, early days kahit wala kaming results, sobrang okay lang kasi nga yung reporting, yung updates with the client, yung paces ng kasi for the ang ginawa ko nun may pace ako like phase 1 lang naman yun buong 2 weeks. 2 weeks lang ako nag-work sa kanya pero inabot din ako nag-extend din ako ng for 3 weeks ganun.
Mhm.
Hindi kasi siya ma-update din kasi nasa ano siya, nasa field madalas. So, anong nangyari, inabot din ng 3 weeks, which is okay lang din naman sa akin. Tapos yun, after nun, yun, nag-call na kami. Doon na siya na,
Gets. Gets.
doon na siya
Okay.
na,
I think ang pinaka naging takeaway ko dun sa na-share mo is and it's actually a good perspective or a good way to look at it. Hindi mo rin kasi talaga control yung result, but
Mhm.
something that's completely under your control is the experience of working with you. And so I think isa rin yun sa mga nakakaligtaan ng mga tao na if you're offering free services, hindi ka naman tied down into the result. As long as syempre
Yeah.
hindi mo siya pinapromise na yun yung mangyayari. And
Yeah.
of course, expectation settings wise, you don't really need to promise a result. But what you need to promise to them is, or at least yung maging confident ka about is the experience of working with you and how good you are as a team member. And so I'd like to go back dun sa story natin earlier of you turning your free client into a paying client. Did you expect na nung nag-work ka with him for free, did you expect na magiging long-term client mo siya?
Actually, hindi. Kasi yung mindset ko nga nun, kasi galing ako sa ano wala nga akong client So, ang sabi sa akin, okay, kapag hindi yan nag-workout, move on. Move on, at least you did your part. Yun nga, again, wala kang control dyan sa magiging resulta ng BCS mo or ng free trial na yan. But what you can control is what you do after that. After mo ma-reject, anong gagawin mo? Move on. Pero yun nga, keep giving pa rin na, kumbaga nasa tracker mo pa rin siya na yung pinag-usapan niyo ni Polly kagabi na
Yeah.
nandun pa rin siya sa tracker mo na nino-nurture mo pa rin siya kapag may need siya na help, anything like that. Or kapag may strategy ka na, alam mo yun, na-discover from other community, okay, this is the strategy that your competitor is doing. Give value pa rin dun sa client.
Sure.
Kumbaga, hindi mo siya pinapakawalan na
Yeah.
nandun ka pa rin, top of mind ka pa rin niya. Kasi yun yung mahalaga dun Kasi nga, he-experience na yung he-experience na yung working with you. So, sino pa ba yung hahanapin niya kung, ano yun, parang naka-work ka na niya, may tiwala na siya, especially dun sa mga accounts sa handle mo, hindi lang naman din basta yung access na pagbibigay. Syempre, ang laking part din nun So, kumbaga,
Sure.
trust-based yung binibuild mo sa client. So, ayun.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tama
for
ba
sure.
question?
Yeah, for sure. You nailed it. You nailed it. So, I know bigla tayo nag-dive deep or nag-dive in sa story mo. So, let's give this a backtrack itong interview na to kasi they might be wondering, sino ba to? Si Rizzy. So, let's talk more about you. Sino ka nga ba? What do you do? And maybe kind of introduce yourself.
Sure. Yan, ako nga pala si Rizzy.
There you go.
Freelancer ako, freelancer din for about ilang months pa lang naman. I think nag-start ako nung November na ayun nga
November 2024.
2024 yeah.
Been a
So
year,
yeah,
roughly. Yeah, we can
yeah,
call it a year.
roughly 1 year. So yeah, I do ads, I do funnels, marketing strategies,
Uh-huh.
retaining strategies, ganyan. Pero what I do before, hindi pa ako freelancer, nagbabayan sell ako ng mga kung ano-ano, yung mga vape, reseller ako niyan. So, kumbaga parang maninaw ko siya before, pero ginagawa ko siya sa call center. Call center ako and yung account ko sa mga call center peeps dyan, telco, so medyo madugo din siya. And sabi ko, parang dahil nga din sa kakanood ko na ano rin, na-educate din ako. Unaware kasi ako nun before sa freelancing Unaware pa. So, kakanood ko rin ng mga videos. Ayun, na-target din siguro ako ng mga ads. Kasi I've been searching for work from home. Sabi ko, if I can work naman ng work from home, sobrang magiging solid nun for me. Kasi dahil din sa family ko and background na kailangan kong makauwi din dito sa province, sa Lipa, taga Lipa ako.
Oh.
So, ayun, basically that's what I do.
Okay, and also out of curiosity, ilang taon ka na rin, Rizzy?
23, bro.
Okay, edad lang pala tayo. 23 lang rin ako, bro. Yeah, okay, edad lang rin pala tayo. So meron ka palang BPO experience, right?
Yeah.
So
And
I think a good angle for this video is your story of from working as a BPO and also reselling vapes to this version of yourself na we're not saying na ito na yung pinaka-best mo, you're stopping here, but you're already on a different level. Kumbaga, I think yung title ng interview would be revolving around that or something.
yeah, sure.
Right. So, before that win, before yung napag-usapan natin earlier, yung nag-start ka for free and then eventually naging long-term client mo siya for 6 to 8 months, right?
Mhm.
Tama ba?
6 months ko lang siya naging retainer client. Yun lang yung
Okay.
contract.
Okay, so naging 6 months yung ano nyo, yung parang working contract nyo, right? And so before that win, bago mangyari yun, what was the season like? And I know you've touched on this earlier already, but what were the thoughts running through your head and what was it like and what was the struggle like nung bago yun?
Okay, okay. Ito. Sobrang ano nito, hindi ko 'to makakalimutan kasi it's been one of the, yun yung pinaka nagpaano sa akin, nagpa-humble talaga sa experience ko all throughout, especially this year, 2025. I've been renting in Alabang. So,
Mhm.
doon ako nagre-rent, doon din ako nag-work, doon ako nag-transition from BPO to freelancing and nagpagawa ako ng bahay dito sa Lipa, Batangas. So, yung yung naging struggle ko is yung funds or yung mga emergency funds is naano siya, naubos. Hindi rin kasi ako masyadong knowledgeable when it comes to finances kaya yung ano, yung paggastos ko ng pera hindi siya masyadong smart. So parang
Got it.
ganun yung nangyari. Ngayon, nag-money now na ako ng January 2025. Kasi
What do you mean? What do you mean by money now?
money now, it means that you're in need of money right now.
Ah,
So,
okay.
yeah. So, nag-ano na ako, alam mo yun, struggle na financially. Tipong hindi ko na alam yung kung saan ko kukunin yung pangbabayad ko ng rent, yung kakainin ko. May credit card kasi ako, so yung pinambabayad ko ng bills is galing sa credit card. So, ang pinambabayad ko ng utang ko ng credit card is galing na din sa utang. So, from debt, yun yung pinambabayad ko sa debt. So, anong
Yeah.
nangyari nun, na ano ako, nag-doubt na ako sa freelancing. Nag-start kasi ako November, di ba? So, December, motivated pa ako, ganadong-ganado pa ako kasi sobrang, alam mo yun, starting pa lang. Pero yun nga, January, nagmaninaw na ako. Ginawa ko na siya yung prospecting talaga literal. Upo, ilang oras pa yan, apply online jobs, optimize ng profile, ganyan.
Yeah.
Then, around February, ay na, wala na talaga. Kumbaga yung ano ko, parang, alam mo
Backs
yun,
against the wall na talaga.
oo, wala na
Yeah.
talaga. So anong nangyari nun, sabi ko malulubog ako na malulubog sa ano kung hindi ako hanap talaga ng way. Doon ako nag-doubt talaga ng sobra sa freelancing na to the point na, okay, balik na lang kaya ako sa call center. Yun na, nag-apply na ako. Nag-apply na ako sa call center and ayun, ano na ako, nasa contract signing na ako sa call center. Yung offer sa akin doon is 32, if I'm not mistaken, that time. Taguig siya. So, medyo malapit din siya sa Alabang. Ngayon, meron ding another opportunity na lumapit or pumasok, which is working in digital agency.
Mhm.
Digital marketing agency, which is yung sahod, hindi siya ganun ka-okay for me. Lalo na, yun nga, dahil nga sa financially struggling ako, kung ano man yung choice na ginawa ko nun, it will dictate the situation that I'm in right now. Kasi,
Yeah.
hulaan mo bro kung alin yung pinatos ko sa dalawa.
Yung mababa, I would say. I mean, kita ko naman kung nasan ka ngayon. Wala ka sa BPO ngayon. So, ang
Yeah.
pinatos mo yung mababa, even though you're struggling financially, mas kinuha mo yung mababa. Was it in, a work from home setup?
Yeah. It's a work from home setup and yung kagandahan nun, kumbaga nag-weigh options din naman ako tapos nagtanong din ako ng yun yung isa sa dahil din doon kung bakit sobrang yung community is sobrang solid, sobrang alam mo yun, sobrang valuable na dapat talaga i-ano siya hangga't may access ka doon sa community, i-take advantage mo siya kasi
Yeah.
iba yung mindset kapag nasa community ka ng kagaya mo eh. And syempre sobrang vulnerable na ako that time. Hindi ko na alam kung
Sure.
ano yung tamang gagawin ko. So, the coach that I have there, shout out kay Coach Shan. Siya yung hiningaan ko ng advice. Alin yung kukunin ko. So, nag-weigh kami ng options. Ang binigay niya sa akin na option is, okay, kung papatasin mo kung pupunta ka sa call center ulit, mawawalan ka ng time sa pag-prospect or sa reaching out.
Yeah.
Hindi naman totally mawawalan, pero yun nga, malilimit na yung time mo. kapag mag-go ka sa agency, by the way, yung agency bro is digital marketing agency specializing in Facebook advertising.
Okay.
And that's my dream skill that time. So, ayun, winay namin yung option. Sabi niya, sa call center, ganito yung makukuha mo. Pero yun nga, may time na kapalit. Kumbaga, yung client na hinahangad mo, lalayo sa'yo. Kasi nga, dahil magpo-focus ka sa call center.
Gets.
So, ang pinatos ko nun, yung Facebook advertising na
Opportunity.
opportunity. So, yeah, from there, so kahit sobrang baba niya, hindi ako nagsisi dun sa decision ko na yan. And I'm so thankful dun sa nag-hire sa akin na digital marketing agency, even though I don't have any experience. Sobrang thankful ako sa kanila kasi nga, yun nga, tinuruan nila ako ng mga strategies nila inside the agency and kung paano mag-handle ng clients. Doon din ako talaga nakagain ng, alam mo yun, ng confidence ba, na kung nagagawa nila to, kaya ko din to gawin. Yung parang ganun na, iba na kasi yung internal iba na kasi yung ano mo kapag may something ka na ganun na na-experience. So yeah, that's my situation ng from February going to June.
And then somewhere around that time dun ka na nag-start mag-work for free.
Yeah.
I am assuming habang nandun ka sa work from home opportunity na yun na Facebook ads, nagpo-prospect ka pa rin ng other freelancing jobs, right? And wala kang nakukuha opportunity.
Yes,
And then,
exactly.
Go ahead.
Ang nangyari nun is dahil nga na-solve ko na din yung money now problem ko nun dahil okay na dahil may mga binenta akong gamit ko So, yeah, para ma-solve din kasi nag-search na rin ako paano talaga maubos na yung utang. So, yeah, nagtiis muna ako sa kung ano man yung meron, talagang wala mo nang gala or anything like that. So, sabi ko, okay na ako ngayon na solve na yung money now ko. Pero, yun nga, ang gusto kong client kasi is international din. So, bumalik na ulit ako sa time na okay, parang nag-reset na ulit ako. Doon yung reset na nangyari sa akin na okay, international yung gusto kong client. And hindi ko naman direct client yung mga clients namin 'di ba?
Yeah.
So, yeah, ang ginawa ko nun is doon na pumasok yung pag-show up ko sa mga ganitong accountability calls. Sobrang halaga niya kasi iba't ibang perspective yung nakukuha mo, even nakikinig ka lang sa kanila, sa mga pinag-uusapan nila. Sobrang dami mong makukuha din kumbaga mapapasabi ka din na, pwede ko rin yung gawin I believe narinig ko siya, yung BCS sa kanila. Kumbaga parang naunahan ako nung mga bagong join dun sa community na may client sila dahil nag-BCS agad sila. Ayun na yun, yung sabi ko, it took me ilang months bago ko ginawa yung BCS. So it took me this time bago ko na-realize na, okay, dapat pala ginawa ko rin to agad. Though alam ko na siya, yun yung kulang sa akin. Yung pag-take action dun sa knowledge na yon na hindi ko alam na sobrang valuable pala. Dahil nga, yung mindset ko iba Di ba? Na-mention ko naman kanina na yung mention ko. Pero yun nga, nung binigyan ako ng clarity din nung mga tao doon, sabi sa akin, doon na paulit-ulit na nag-attend ako sa mga ganong accountability calls na yung makukuha mo kasi doon is yung experience working with them, yung actual experience din ng client sa'yo. Pangalawa, yung testimonial. Pangatlo is yung referral na mabibigay niya sa'yo.
Yeah.
So doon pa lang sobrang win na win mo na. So doon na nag-shift yung mindset ko na tama pala na wag mong isipin yun sa sarili mo. Instead, think of how you can help the person. From that moment on, yun na palagi yung nasa isip ko, how can I bring value to this guy? Paano ko kaya ito matutulungan?
Yeah. And then you go from there. Okay, and before mo ulit na start yung working for free and then later on naging client mo na siya before all of that again, what do you think is the something na nagsastop sa'yo? Or like, what made it the hardest? Yung season na yun na parang, you were looking for opportunities and then it was a struggle kasi wala kang makuhang opportunities. What made it the hardest? Is it yung mga rejection or you just didn't know what to do next? Yung times na hindi ka pa nagpo-provide ng value first or yung what we say as or what we call as yung BCS na sinasabi mo, before you did all of that, what do you think made it the hardest nung mga tough times na yun? Ano yung parang nagpabigat pa lalo nung situation sa'yo? Was it because yung nare-reject ka paulit-ulit and then whatever it is and then or you just didn't know what to do next nung mga times na yun?
Siguro sa limiting beliefs din bro or sa pag-push sa sarili ko.
Mhm.
Yun yung pinaka naging kulang din siguro sa akin kasi yun nga even though the knowledge is there na yung mga community na kagaya ng Colony, nandiyan na. Hindi ko siya minamaximize. Kahit tinuturo nila yun nga, mag-show up, ganyan. Hindi, parang antigas ng ulo ko. Parang ganun. plus madadagdagan pa na, okay, gawin ko nga yung work, ang bilis ka sumuko. Sinasabi din yun ni Alex Hormozy na ano yun nga, yung parang napag-usapan nyo na rin or lagi yung binabanggit na,
Make it unreasonable.
yes, yan, make it unreasonable na walang
Kumbaga, for the context of those na nakikinig ng recording, yung tinutukoy namin quotation is, do so much volume, do so much amount of work to the point that it's unreasonable na hindi ka maging successful. So it's like brute forcing your way towards success.
Exactly, bro. And yun nga, siguro may factor din yung mga limiting beliefs na ano kaya yung sasabihin ng ibang tao. Kasi that time, hindi pa ako masyado talaga, yun nga, yung sa pag-show up sa social media. Dati, okay lang naman sa akin na, yun nga, kasi nga, nagbabenta-benta ako. So, hindi naman ako nahihiya nun. So, nung nag-freelance na ako, bakit may something na umaano sa akin na parang, bakit ganun? Hindi ako makapag-show up gaya nung dati nung babayan sila ko. Halos pareho lang naman na, bakit ko iniisip yung sasabihin ng ibang tao, hindi naman sila papakain sa akin or hindi naman sila nagbabayad ng bills ko. So,
Yeah.
ay na, nung nag-click na yun, nag-start na yun, nagtuloy-tuloy na siya. I don't know if connected mo siya, bro, pero yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all good. It's all good. So let's move forward to my next question. Dun sa post mo, you mentioned that you have spent more than 6 digits on courses and communities. Do you think you were searching for something specific the whole time na you were spending that much on courses and communities?
Actually, dun sa 6 digits, linawin ko lang muna. Hindi
Sure.
naman siya pure totally na courses. Kasama na dyan yung mga tools na binabayaran, like yung mga CapCut, yung mga ganyan, or basta yung mga subscription-based na mga tools na binabayaran. So, kasama na rin yun. And dun sa question mo, may something ba akong hinahanap? Siguro yun nga, dahil nga nabanggit ko na yung opportunity kapag may nakikita ko or namamarketan lang din ako. So,
Okay.
think ko na kapag may something doon na tingin ko na kakailanganin ko in the future. Pero yun nga, hindi ko naman siya pinagsisisihan yung mga courses. Pero if may something na kailangan ko matutunan, like for example, magagamit ko siya in the future, yun, kakagating ko siya.
Dun ka nag-i-invest for those courses and programs and other tools na kailangan mo.
Yes, exactly. And example niyan is yung mga communities na meron na talaga mga napatunayan, yung mga ganon, yung
Yeah.
backed by na talaga thousands of
Yeah.
people na nag-invest na talaga. So ayun.
For sure. And if you were to compare the resources from those, yung other na paid programs versus what you're experiencing now in the Colony community, in your own perspective, what's like the biggest difference in clarity or implementation?
Una,
Or like to simplify, ano na lang yung biggest difference ng other communities na paid programs that you have tried and dito sa Colony community that it's all free? What's like the biggest difference?
yeah, it's all free. Yun na yun. It's all free. Yun talaga, it's all free yung mga learnings, yung mga informations.
Mhm.
Hindi siya, meron din namang free dun sa ibang community, pero yun nga, hindi all out na free. Unlike dito sa all of the learnings that you're getting is sobrang valuable and talagang all out. Sobrang bonus din na sobrang mo mag-explain. Clear. Parang dinadaanan mo bawat points. Parang ganun. And yun nga, hindi ko naman para i-compare yung mga paid kasi
Sure.
for sure, they invested in something din. Kaya siguro din na
Yeah.
paid community sila. And yun nga, hindi ko siya masasabing lugi ako. Kasi it's my personal investment eh. Kasi sabi ko, yung halos lahat siguro ng the knowledge that I have, the network that I have right now, even ngayon siguro na nandito ako sa Colony, it's part of that. Kasi
Yeah.
without that community, hindi rin ako mapapunta dito. So, it's all things pa rin na napapunta ako dun sa community na, alam mo yun, it's helping pa rin naman eh, na parang sobrang naging laking impact niya sa life ko.
Okay.
Kasi nga, hindi na hindi na yung sa mindset pa lang, sobrang,
Yeah.
na.
And paano rin pala na bridge yun from your from your former communities? Paano yun na bridge na napunta ka rin sa Colony community? How did you discover it?
Siguro sa sa mga keywords ng Go High Level.
And then saan mo unang na-discover?
Actually sa TikTok.
Okay, sa TikTok din.
Yeah. Ang nangyari kasi doon, parang may ka-collab ka. I don't know, nag-meet din kayo noon eh. Pero yeah, sobrang galing. Okay din siya magturo.
Si Jay-Z.
I'm not sure, pero yung sinasabi nyo doon is, ewan ko na lang, pag hindi pa kayo na something like that, yung mga ganon.
Gets.
Yeah,
So naka-live kami sa TikTok.
Hindi. Long lang siya, long form video. Pinanood ko siya hanggang dulo. Sabi ko, tingnan ko nga to. Tapos pinanood na kita, na-funnel na ako sa YouTube mo.
Gets.
Yan,
Gets.
ganun. Sa funnel na ako sa YouTube.
Na-funnel na ako sa YouTube mo. Marketer ka nga rin pala. So you get you get it how it works, you know.
Yeah.
So, balik ulit tayo dun sa, kasi yung main point talaga na itong interview is yung nagawa mo na breakthrough case study with that free client and then eventually naging paid client siya. When you started that project, did you already plan what happens after the free phase?
Yes. It's either i-hire niya ako or kunin niya akong partner or collaborator sa biz niya or I move on.
And then explicitly, like, ganun na talaga yung plano mo or were you just aiming for a testimonial or case study? How did
Actually,
you see it when you started?
testimonial lang talaga yung ini-aim ko din doon. Kasi nga, I don't have any testimonial when it comes to Facebook advertising. So, specifically, in-aim ko siya na, okay, dapat magka-testimonial ako sa Facebook ads. Sabi ko, kapag nagka-testimonial ako dito, win na ako. Kasi I have something to show na to other clients. Okay, this is what clients say to me. Parang gano'n na pag nagpa-prospecting ako, pwede ko na siyang isend. By the way, this is how,
Yeah.
gano'n. Ginagawa ko siyang pang reach out.
So may dala-dala by that
May
point may
dala-dala.
dala-dala ka ng parang success story. This is how I did
Yes.
it before, how it worked out, and then may numbers ka na ring dala-dala kumbaga.
Exactly.
Gets. And what did you do right after delivering the project to make it an easy decision for them to say yes into working with you na this time paid na?
Tinanong ko sila, how was it working with me? Papunta sa, would you like to continue? Parang ganon. Na
Yeah.
parang binibigyan mo na siya ng sign, okay, ano nang plano mo? Parang,
But
Ano
by
siya?
that point, pinibigyan mo na ng sign na you don't want to do this for free anymore kasi you've already done your part. And
actually, naman, set proper expectation na
Sure.
naman ako nung una na sinabi ko, okay, this is just gonna last 2 weeks. And we all know naman din na yung
na-extend
ads
mo
naman,
pa.
tsaka sa ads kasi hindi naman siya instant din na results, diba? So,
Yeah.
alam din naman niya ng marami na, yun nga, it should take siguro at least for me 2-3 months para lang makapagbigay ka talaga ng solid na result sa kanya. Kasi yung all other strategy and not to mention yung current situation ng client, kung meron na ba siyang mga testimonials
Yes.
din from other expected ko na tatagal siya. Pero yun nga, it's either he continues on his own or he hire me. If hindi niya ako i-hire, then I move on.
What do you think yung naging biggest factor kung bakit siya naging enticed into keeping you? Was it yung strategies na sinishare mo or the way you communicate or just the way you kung paano yung relationship nyo? What do you think yung naging biggest factor?
Siguro yung updates, communication, plus yung strategy.
You over-communicate yung progress.
Yeah, oo.
Even if wala pang result, you just over-communicate.
Oo, kasi okay, this is halimbawa, hindi may nag-inquire tapos hindi niya nare-replyan. 'Di ba nga ad siya? Wala pa kaming landing page yun. Messenger lang ginagamit namin. So kapag may someone na hindi siya na-replyan na inside working hours niya, hindi niya nare-replyan. Sabi ko, kumbaga we should reply with this lead within at least 5 minutes. That
Sure.
time hindi ko pa alam yung mga automation kasi yun nga bagito pa ako nung
Yeah.
pero yun nga, nalaman ko na lang siya along the way na okay, set up tayo ng automation. Yun yung mga mini strategies na binigay ko sa kanya na okay, mag-set up tayo para kapag wala ka sa working hours mo, may mag-automated na
Yes.
ma-pre-qualify natin siya, something like that.
And even by that point, you're working for free and nag-generate ka na ng ideas for them and more solutions for them, right?
Oo. Hindi ko na, no gatekeeping na walang, alam mo yun, parang all in ka na. Kasi nandun ka na eh. Nandun ka na sa door niya eh. Kumbaga, all in na. Okay. At least, kumbaga, yun yung sinasabi na at least you did your part or you gave all that you know na strategies or yun nga. Siguro yung pinaka biggest factor din talaga dun is yung reporting.
Yeah.
Isa din yun na parang na rin kasi ako nagre-report sa daily communication ko pero yung siguro after 4 days of testing or after 3 days, okay, we will tweak this, yung mga ganon-ganon na sinasabi ko,
Yeah.
yung mga document na pinapasa ko sa kanya, this is what happens. Siguro yun, ang laking impact niya. Kasi nga, alam niya, kumbaga parang nafe-feel niya na may pakika sa business niya, which is true, na may pakika sa talaga. Kasi sino pa bang mas magkakameron kung halimbawa, nagka-result siya. So, di ba, ako rin naman yun. So, yeah, I gave all out talaga.
Gets. And honestly, maramdaman nyo yun na may pake ka because you're doing it for free and then you're taking the time out of your day to report. and over
Yeah.
communicate, right? And now I'd like you to walk us through, you know, after mo mag-work sa kanya for free, and then nagkaroon na kayo ng working agreement, so binabayaran ka na, and right after that you also mentioned na nag-lead siya into more opportunities and referrals and just an abundance of opportunities right after that. Can you walk us through paano naman nangyari yung side na yun? Maybe to reframe the question, in the long term, how did that opportunity help you out?
Yan, sobrang dami, sobrang laki ng
Yan.
opportunities. Kasi una, meron akong testimonial.
Aha.
Dalawa, meron na akong actual experience. So sobrang confident ko na okay, I can do this pala. And yung client, yun nga, natutuwa. And wala namang masama sa giving. So, ayun yung nagtulak sa akin na if I will go back to zero, yun at yun ang gagawin ko. Even if, alam mo yun, meron na akong experience. Kung talagang yun sa pagpo-prospect ko, wala pa rin ako nakukuha. Okay, I will work for you for free. Kasi kapag nakapasok ka na dun sa ano nila, kumbaga may trust na yun nakasama So, sobrang laking impact na kumbaga malalaman mo na rin yung ins and outs ng business niya, kahit hindi naman lahat, pero makakapag-provide ka na ng extra value for them na syempre malalaman mo kung ano yung problema inside the back end. Hindi pala itong mga nagso-social media or hindi naman sila consistent sa pagpo-post ng organic post. Kumbaga makakapagbigay ko na ng insights sa experience ko na makakapag-help ako ng sobrang bigay ng value sa kanila to the point na bakit ko to ginagawa para mapapasabi sila ng ganun.
And for us to move forward, I'll be showing in the screen kung ano yung post mo inside of the Colony community, and it's because there's a specific line in there that I'd like for us to tackle on. You said something quite powerful, which is yung freelancing currency isn't always about the money. And so can you expand on that for everyone that's watching the video?
Sure. Yun nga, yung freelancing for me is not just about the money. Kumbaga, sobrang dami mong matututunan to the point na parang yung magiging growth mo kapag nag-freelancing ka, hindi mo siya mabibilang.
Yeah.
Na papasok yung habits, yung mindset shifts, yung fundamentals mo, ikaw as a person, how yung values mo. Ang dami. Masasabi ko rin siguro na hindi siya for all kasi though kahit wini-wish natin na mag-freelance din sila, hindi ko rin masasabi na parang for all siya kasi 'di ba hindi naman lahat open nga sa mga gantong opportunities. So parang nangihinayang din ako for them sa mga ganon. Pero yun nga, hindi lang siya about the money kasi sobrang dami mong insights na makukuha na there's more to life.
Yeah, so like may kasamang personal development din is what you're trying to say.
Hindi lang din siya pang income Parang magdi-dream ka pa ng sobrang taas or alam mo yun, parang malalaman mo rin na okay, this is possible pala. This is possible pala na ma-achieve. Parang
sure.
Siguro part siya ng limiting beliefs din ng ganon.
Yeah.
Ayun.
I think your story will be very inspiring so far na nag-start ka for free and then naging paid, and then later on it's then much easier for you to get opportunities. My next question for you is, what would be your advice for people scared to offer free services or free work initially because they're scared na baka ma-take advantage sila or yun, ma-take advantage?
Masasuggest ko sa kanila is set proper expectation lang. If you're gonna work for free, set proper expectation lang sa client kung ano yung scopes, kung ano yung i-work mo lang sa kanila for free. So for example, yung sa akin, winner ko sa kanila is yung Facebook lang, Facebook ads. Pero yun nga, dahil nga gusto kong magka-results, nasa sa inyo na to guys kung paano kayo magbibigay ng value. Hindi kasi siya nagso-social media yung client na yun. So ako na rin yung nagso-social media sa kanya. Again, ano yung magigain ko doon? Yung experience ko, being a social media manager. So, actual experience ko yun na, okay, ma-offer ko to, tapos makaka-help ako sa client ko.
Yes.
So, huwag kayong matakot na for free yung yung ginagawa niyo sa kanila kasi yung magigain niyo sa kanila is mas madami kaysa sa magigain niyo sa kanila.
Yeah.
Parang gano'n na lang din yung siguro pangit yung wording na gain kasi parang nagaano ka. Pero yun nga, kung ipuput mo sa perspective na nagiging value giving yung dating, parang gano'n na. Pero yun nga, balik tayo sa parang lumalayo ako. Sa value giving, set proper expectation lang sa scopes. Pangalawa, sa timeline, kung gaano lang siya katagal. Set proper expectation na paid na siya after.
Yes.
Tapos, huwag niyong kalimutan yung testimonial niyo. after nyo mag-work.
Gets. Okay, I think ang takeaway ko from what you just shared is kung i-compact ko siya into bite size is mag-set ng proper expectations, but to take it a step further, under promising and over delivering, kasi you can set expectations na ika-crush mo rin just so hindi yun ina-expect ng client mo because ang
Exactly.
expectation mo lang is dito, and then you went above and beyond. And
Exactly.
by that point, alam ng client mo yun na you're doing it all for free, dun lumalabas ng sobra yung value of having you under his or her business or team, right?
Exactly, bro. You nailed it.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Siguro, alam mo, feeling ko skill set ko rin yung nagbe-breakdown ng mga ano talaga. ng mga gusto nating i-explain and yung how we share it into a beginner lens, kumbaga. And so, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's now move forward dito sa last several questions ko dito. What did you find here inside of the Colony community that the 100K investment of yours na mga paid courses didn't give you? And then to be clear, hindi naman sa minamalit natin yung ibang courses and communities. I know that's how they do it and we gain value from that. But yun nga, yung question is, ano yung nakuha mo dito, given na free siya, na wala dun sa paid communities, if meron man?
Yung skills talaga siya. Focus sa skills ng one of the most valuable skill ng freelancer na magkakameron sila. Parang ganun. Kasi, parang yung GHL kasi, parang sinasakop niya na rin yung yung buong marketing side. Yun nga lang, overwhelming siya sa madami. Kung beginner, sobrang beginner talaga, hindi lang nila siguro malalaman kung ano yung ifo-focus nila sa sobrang dami ng features ni GHL. Pero what you teach there is sobrang, yun na yung sinasabi kong paulit-ulit kanina pa na I wish may something na ganito nung nag-start pa lang ako. One of the most valuable skills siya as of now, November 2025 sa freelancing industry.
To really summarize it, ano lang yung pinaka nag-stand out sa'yo na feature within the Colony community na you're really grateful for na na-experience mo?
Yung community itself. Tsaka
The whole entire thing.
Yeah, tsaka yung yung pagtuturo, yung lagi mo ding sinasabi na this is not just to watch.
Yes.
Yun yung pinaka naging mas tumatak sa akin na wag ka lang manood, kung manonood ka lang, hindi naman to sine, parang gano'n. Yung sinasabi mo kada intro
Pro tips, yeah.
Yeah, pro tips na kasi without action, hindi rin mangyayari yung gusto mong results. So, sobrang valuable niya for me. Plus yung yung pag-a-unlock ng mga tier ng
Yes, my levels.
Yeah, ang galing nun, bro, kasi it keeps a community engaging din eh. Tsaka parang nagsha-challenge yun ako, kailangan ko tumaan-unlock.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, and how does surrounding yourself with other members of the Colony community, yung mga other members na action takers as well, how does surrounding yourself with those kinds of people affect your mindset or consistency?
Sobrang kailangan niyo siya. Hindi siya optional. Mandatory talaga siya na kailangan
And yeah, how did it affect you and how did it help you yung pagsasurround yourself with members of the Colony community?
The Colony community itself is, you're being held accountable in a good way. Parang ikaw yung tinutulungan sa goal mo. Parang gano'n. Ayaw mo pa ba nun? Ikaw pa yung pinupush para marating mo yung gusto mong goal or yung gusto mong results na magka-client or any goals that you have right now. Ipupush ka. So, sobrang valuable nun and walang kahit anong pera yung makakapag
Oh, for sure.
Makakapagbayad nun.
Ikaw na lang kikilos eh. Parang would you say spoon-fed na ng information mga tao doon?
Yeah, oo. I would say, yeah.
Got it. We're down to our last couple of questions in here. If there's someone watching this who has been stuck for months with 0 clients, maybe beginner, maybe my experience, pero nahirapan sila and right now wala pa rin silang clients, what's your challenge for them in the coming weeks or what do you advise them to do in the coming weeks?
Yeah, for me, siguro, first of all, dun sa mga may experience na, gather all of the assets that you have, like yung mga testimonials, yung mga videos, yung mga portfolios nyo. Para naman dun sa mga beginner na gusto magka-client, i-take advantage nyo yung putting yourself in the client's door. Yun na yung free trial. Kumbaga, pini-free trial mo sa kanila para makapasok ka dun sa pinto nila or makarating ka lang dun sa pinto nila. Tapos from there, ayun, give value, do the work, take action. Ayun, siguro hindi ko na sasabihin yun dun sa experience 1 kasi alam naman na nila yun.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is for sana may kahit papaano may mapulot kayo insights or any thing that would help you moving forward.
Got it. And what's like a one action or one bite-sized action that they can do today, right after watching this video, to create their own breakthrough moment?
Take action, yun lang.
Yun na yun. babalik, babalik. Yeah. No, hindi naman kailangan one word lang. Pero
Okay.
what's one small action that they can do today? Anong direction yung pwede lang gawin today within the next 24 hours to lead them through almost the same experience na you've been through?
Ito, siguro isa din sa pro tips na galing din sa ibang community na meron ako. Yung mga past clients nyo for the experienced freelancers, go back to them, reactivate them. Kumbaga, kamustahin nyo lang sila. Doon naman sa mga bago na freelancers, balikan nyo yung list nyo ng prospects na nag-reply sa inyo or just, alam nyo yun, nagkameron ng interest sa service nyo, tapos offeran nyo sila ng free trial. Ayun yung action na gawin nyo.
Yes.
Try nyo lang.
Okay. And honestly, to add my thoughts on that, I wouldn't really call it a trial kasi just that decision, it makes them feel like my commitment right after. Just make it seem like you want to do this for free in exchange for a testimonial case study. That's something much easier for them to say yes to, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dapat hindi dapat malalakin yung client na merong next na paid. Dapat lang siya. Okay, kung magde-decide ka ng 2 weeks, cut off na tayo, okay. No problem with that. Basta hindi mo lang nilalakin yung client.
Now, for my final question, you have been through yung rough times, yung mga failures mo before. You've been through moments na hindi mo na alam kung anong gagawin mo, backs against the wall. You're paying debt with debt as well. And so, now that you have experienced yung failure, and now we can, in some sort of way, we can see it na you've already been through some sort of success, not the most success na pinaka victory or the top of the mountain, but you're already in the right momentum. Now that you've been on the both sides of the story, how do you define winning now? Ano na ngayon yung definition mo ng winning? Ngayong na-experience mo na both sides, yung negatives, yung rock bottom side of things, and yung halos you're already in the right momentum. Ano na yung nagiging definition mo ng winning? What's like, how do you see yourself in the coming several months, kumbaga? Ano na yung parang nagiging goal mo or yun, yung vision mo, ganun?
Siguro, I will define winning as hindi siya consistent na laging pa-up lang. Siguro, I will define it to something na there's timing to everything na, for example, ako, merong planting seeds. Magwi-win ka, then parang plant another seed with that win. Kumbaga para magiging compounding siya na
Yes.
na winning. 'Di ba change is constant? Yun
Sure.
yun lang yung only constant na parang nire-ready mo na yung sarili mo for the upcoming change na paano kapag nawala na yung client? At least may pinlant ka na seed.
Sure.
So that's siguro yun yung madi-define ko sa winning.
Yun yung next for you na you'll just keep on taking baby steps moving forward na investing into more opportunities or slowly ginagrow mo na yung sarili mo, and I think by this point you're trying to make sure na hindi ka nababalik dun sa dati mong situation, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And I think to add on to that, I don't think yung failure na na-mention natin kanina, and even now yung kaka-mention ko lang a second ago na failure, I don't think we can call it a failure anymore kasi honestly I think it's a win because of what you said na hindi siya continuous na uphill battle lang lagi, na laging pataas lang lagi. I honestly think yung failure na yun, we can see it as a win because if hindi mangyari yun, you wouldn't be able to learn yung requisite na kailangan yung ma-humble ka, mag-start ka for free, earn your stripes, and win opportunities later. I think we can call it a win. What do you think?
Exactly, yeah. Oo. I agree. Kasi hindi mo rin ma-appreciate yung win mo. Like kung ako ngayon or kung nagka-client din ako agad, hindi ko siya sobrang ma-appreciate. For me lang hindi ko siya masyado ma-appreciate kung constant ko siya nagawa or hindi ko naranasan yung rock bottoms na tinatawag na
Sure.
Parang it taught me na rin for the next coming mistakes na mararanasan ko or maano ko parang I will take it as a learning pa rin na kumbaga it's for me to experience.
Gets.
It's
Gets.
for me to
Yeah.
experience, for me to be able to go there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like a requirement na ma-experience mo muna
Yeah.
to bago yung next level, right?
Yeah.
And to really take this home na statement, I think mako-compare ko yung story mo into how a bamboo grows. There's this, hindi ko alam kung saan siya nag-originate, pero natuwa ako sa ideology niya na a bamboo, you plant the seed and then for like 5 years, and mga magpa-fact check sa akin ito, I'm not sure kung tama yung way of saying but as far as I can remember, you plant the seed and then for the next 5 years wala kang makikitang progress. Then all of the sudden, it within like days or maybe like less than 2 weeks, all of the sudden yung bamboo like 40 feet tall, 70 feet tall. I think darating tayo dun sa moments natin na when it rains, it pours. When it's finally your time to shine, when it's finally your opportunity to rise, as long as you've been through the rough times and then you naging persistent ka, naging consistent, when it's your time to shine, when it rains, it pours, it's the time na magsa-skyrocket. I think mako-compare ko to yung story mo. What do you think?
Exactly. Ang ganda nun, bro.
All right, and as a closing remark, maybe what's something na gusto mong maiwan sa, what's something you want them to remember as they close this video and as they move on to their day? Closing remarks lang. Ito na yung, tulad ng sinabi ko yung Paul, ito na yung part na mag-iwan ka ng motivational quote from Rizzy Bartolay.
Ako siguro siguro may mga nakikinig din dito na na mga nasa mga ganong situation ko before. Maybe madami ka na rin nagawa or na-try mo na rin lahat pero walang results. Nag-pray ka na, pinagdasal mo na lahat.
Yeah.
Nagdasal ka na sa lahat.
Nag-ritual ka na lahat.
ritual ka na.
Yeah.
Pero yun nga, without taking action, pero hindi lang to basta taking action na, kumbaga, i-measure mo din kung anong action ba yung nagwo-work sa'yo. Kasi yung action na gagawin mo ngayon, it will dictate the future.
Sure.
So, ayun, siguro yun yung maiiwan ko sa kanila na wag matakot. Kasi nandyan ka na. Nandyan ka na eh. Kumbaga, ngayon ka pa ba
Yeah.
kumbaga, ang laki na ng difference ng mindset mo, ang laki na ng difference mo sa mga tao na kung titingnan mo lang kung ikaw sa'yo na nakikinig ngayon, kung titingnan mo lang yung growth mo ngayon, kung titingnan mo kung nasan ka na ngayon, ang layo mo na sa dating ikaw when it comes to growth. Kumbaga, magwi-wish ka na parang sana ginawa mo na agad-agad.
Gets.
Parang gano'n na.
Yeah.
Yeah, yun yung masasabi ko sa kanila.
Yeah, ang ganda nun. I mean, for this one person na made it all the way through to this video, I think what you're really trying to say is you didn't come this far just to make it this far. You actually made the conscious decision na panoorin yung gantong interview to, consume as much knowledge and value from this video as much as possible. So you didn't make it this far just to make it this far. It doesn't end here. And tulad ng paulit-ulit mong sinasabi, and paulit-ulit na rin namin sinasabi, just keep on taking action and you'll figure it out along the way, right?
Yeah.
All right, Rizzy, this has been a fun one. I don't think, I don't know kung lumagpas pa tayo ng 1 hour or whatever it is, but I really appreciate you on this call. And I'm hoping to keep on seeing you around the Colony community. I know you're a very active member in there. And maybe as a token of appreciation na lang rin sa'yo, maybe in the coming weeks, several weeks, I'd like to offer you at least like an hour of my time in the coming weeks. Maybe my struggles, or you want some sort of coaching, or you want some sort of guidance, or whatever it is that I can help you with. And okay lang ba sa'yo yun? Okay lang ba sa'yo yun? Gusto mo ba yun?
Anything would do. Actually, kahit ka wala this interview itself, okay na.
That's
okay.
great. That's great. But I'm more of a reciprocative na person, so at least I can help out in some sort of way. And yeah, we can sort that out after this call. Pero overall, man, thank you so much. And ayun, I'm hoping yung manonood nito has gained value. I'll see you around the Colony community. And yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you so much, bro. Bye-bye.